Hello, good evening, and welcome back. So, British school children are enacting Mike Pence's policy. His open door policy. His not to be alone with a woman policy. Yes, it happens that not just for adults, but also for children, for students, if they are told that there is a terrible rape culture and that, of course, any guy could be targeted for some sort of aggression or assault towards a woman, then they are going to try and remove themselves from such a situation, which of course then results in segregation, as we see here at Wellington College, the £30,000 a year Wellington College, where the boys and girls refuse to sit next to each other for meals as schools battle rape culture fears, Deputy Head reveals. Yes, this is voluntary segregation. So it reminds me of what Dr. John B. Peterson said a little while ago about men and women working together, and that we don't know if that's actually possible. Obviously it was the case in the army where it's just men, and this isn't just the case because men are biologically stronger, but also because men would be untowards within females insofar as risking life and limb more so than they would for other men because they're trying to help out a female. That it's undeniable that there are definitely different dynamics between men and women, and so by all means you can go down the rape culture route, but it doesn't even have to be at that level for it to be aware that there are certain tensions and differences of behaviour between men and women. And you see this as old as time with Jane Austen writing, where she said that she'd never write a conversation between two men if there wasn't a woman present, because of course she was never there with two men having a conversation without a woman being present, because she was always there. That there is most certainly a different dynamic between men and women, and therefore is it actually possible to cohabit in a kind of professional environment? Well, again, as of yet it is too soon to tell. And if you're trying to go for gender equality and to be blind towards these innate obvious biological differences between men and women, then drawing attention to it through things of rape culture, which is unsubstantiated at best and just falsified at worst, then of course this isn't going to help, because we all know that a lie pushed long enough and hard enough eventually becomes true, and that's Goebbels, the head of propaganda for Nazi Germany, who coined that, and it is most certainly true. And as far as I see, that is the guys that's trying to go here. So with the idea of trying to paint women out as being perpetual victims and always having a hard time and men are taking advantage of them, that what they've accidentally done is actually kind of make that a reality, that instead of hoping for the result of, oh well then let's extend more courtesy towards women and give them more things, it's then, well, hey, no, that's just playing with fire. That's dangerous. That is high voltage. And therefore, naturally, the response is instead, so you're going to pay me out to be an aggressor no matter what I do, and therefore I'm actually going to try and help you out. I'm just going to try and leave you to it. You say that you're strong, confident, can manage it all on your own, in which case I don't need to be there, and if I am, then you're going to start painting me out as a aggressor. And what does that of course result in? Well, that results in women being left on their own, and as we know, of course, that wasn't the situation that they wanted. All the talk about feminists being strong, independent women, that's not actually what they want. They want the responsibility without the accountability, essentially, because funnily enough, would you Adam and Eve it, that if somebody wants to be taken seriously as an individual, they're not going to bring in their gender or creed or nationality or race, religion or any crap like that. They're just going to say, yeah, I'm here to do the work, job's done, and that's it, and not be trying to scapegoat some particular unalienable characteristic, for want of a better word. So it's good to see that even children, even these students, understand when they would be putting themselves in danger and decide to prevent that. And hopefully, seeing as this appears to be more instinctual than logically worked out by adults in the workplace, that if there are so many accusations being thrown around, then you're best off just leaving them alone, that perhaps it'll start to say, maybe we should stop terrifying children with the thought that they might be accused of something they haven't done. And at that point, I might think, maybe we should stop terrorising people with thoughts of being accused for something that they hadn't done. So that's your little white poo, your little optimistic thing there. But of course, as always with any of these things, don't be thinking that this change is going to be happening on its own. You have actually got to make people more aware of these things, and not just with a story in and of itself, but also the greater context, which is what caused this in the first place, in order to then give them ideas of how to prevent this from happening more. But let me know what you guys think down below in terms of, is this kind of the tipping point now? Are we seeing the mask slipping and the facade crumbling as more and more people are waking up? They're taking the red pill and going, yeah, this kind of shit shouldn't be happening. And do you think, despite being on a precipice of things going to shit, that there is still a possible saving grace, that it's not too late yet? Either way, let me know down below. Hopefully we're going to be more positive than negative, but let me know. And as always, until next time, as always, have a good one.